moments.
I have not watched any of it back. So I'm gonna
Honestly,
We're
it's
back live
probably
again
some of
now,
my.
by the way.
I would say it's probably some of my best work.
Alright, okay. You did seem to be getting a fair amount of compliments, although I suspect it's mostly on TJ. Because, you know, TJ is the GOAT. So anyway, welcome back, ladies and gents. Sorry about that. Apparently Streamlab's gonna Streamlab. So just a few minutes now through Q1. Yeah, so the... what were we talking about, Gary? I can't even remember.
The Scotsman incident.
Oh yeah, the Scotsman incident.
Uh,
That was funny.
Luckily he's not here. He's not here.
Well, he might be
Because
here. You never know.
I'm glad he didn't hear me going when TJ was saying he's a bottle job, he's a fraud, he can't even turn it around, and I sneakily said under my breath, but the stream still picked it up, saying, "Come on, Grandpa, get going."
Ah. See, I just heard you
no.
saying he was shit. So.
No, that was Locker.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That was Locker. Yeah, I was on a little bit of a roast last night. Just give it a bit of entertainment.
Well, yeah, someone's got to get some, haven't they, out of this game, and it sure as hell ain't going to be the guys racing, so we might as well bring all the entertainment to you guys as championship leader Object Fungus starts his lap. So apparently, Gary, there's some permutations that we should know about here regarding Object Fungus and potentially winning the title. So, all Fungus needs to do is finish third, and he's officially won the title. And that's if Ads still wins the race. He can afford to be outscored by Ads by 11 points or less, and he will still keep the title. So there you go, Gary.
It's just an incredible achievement that he's going to win it with 7 races left to go. Legitimately, since I've joined this league, every end of the season for every tier has been literally to the last race.
Yeah, and we've had some good ones. We've had some good ones over there.
We had AMS Drive and Audi Ferrari was a especially good one. I think speaking of Object himself versus Hirsch and Audi, this season 2 where Hirsch came out on top.
Yeah. And speaking about on top, at the moment, Ferrari are definitely doing that. They currently occupy P1 and P2. The only drivers to go sub 1:11.5, which is pretty good pace for Q1, if I don't say so. Yeah, that's it's looking pretty good. We've got a few drivers on their laps at the moment. We're going to jump to Passy, who I'm sure a lot of you will remember previously has been ETE Passy, now TSR Passy, and yeah, he loved I know full well that he really enjoyed being part of the league, so much so he came back, and there you go, showing his pace already. That's a 1:11.4 as Drobel goes fastest at a 1:10.8. Wow.
Speaking of Drobel, which is a bit of an ominous for the rest of the drivers, he's actually in the top 7 in the world around this track in time trial.
Yeah.
So,
but can he do it? Can he do it for 36 laps in a row? You don't know. So yeah, at the moment we went from a top 2 Ferrari to now a checkerboard of Ferrari and McLarens, and McLarens occupying P1 and P3 then, and that's very apt, isn't it, Gary?
Yes, because Cruiser took the win last night, so can the McLarens make it 2 in a row, and then could me or Snedden maybe make it a triple header over the whole week for us?
I will do everything in my power on Friday for you not to win.
You're not even. Oh, what? Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I have to say this, but I'm actually going to have a complete distraction in real life because David's actually going to be alongside me,
In real life,
watching in real
quite
life. Oh, we'll
possibly,
be sitting. We'll get a couple of photos, maybe
force
down the
feeding
pub.
you shots.
Yeah, no chance getting shots in. I'll stick to pints. You can force feed me
You mean we're
pints, and
not
I'll be
going
happy with that.
spoons during the day? Shocking.
Oh, we're going on Saturday. We're going on Saturday to Spoons, and then we're making our way back to Ad's place, and then we're going to go to the club later in the evening.
They got all this
Yes.
planned out. Shocking.
I haven't. I have no idea. I've only just been told what's going on. Ad's have planned all this.
Well, fair enough. So we got AMS Drive coming towards the end of his lap then. And I suspect to see him in the not this lap, but he will be in the 111s when he sets a decent lap. Let's have a look, hop back with Ali Ferrari as he's coming around the last corner of the track and straightens up as Prick has retired from the session. Ali Ferrari only goes P8 with a 111.5. Let's put him on the same row as his teammate at the moment then.
Just seen in chat that Passy has said he is still ETE Passy. This is just his other account, and it's glad to be back racing here.
Absolutely. Yeah, did miss having Passy because he's a good lad on the Discord, and very much welcome to see him back. So anyway, Gary, what I meant by saying rather apt of the top four being,
Drive's gone at the banking. He's kept himself out of the wall.
At the banking? How'd you do that?
He went
far
on the
round?
Outside curb. Yeah, he went on the outside curb, tried to hold on to it, and then it finally just snapped on him.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It was 14 seconds up on his time, so he was going to be where Drobel was.
So Ads has retired. Ads won. Newly crowned Ads won from last week. He's hit a 111.1, retired. Drobel, obviously pretty safe on his 10.8. Knuckle he did improve. He's gone a 111.2, and that just means his teammate now occupying P5.
Yeah, Object probably doesn't even need to set another. I think he's probably safe for that time.
Yeah, probably pretty safe. I would say so anyway. Big hello in the chat to those joining us. We've got Mount Ford asking if there's any leagues for slow people. Well, the league for slow people was last night, and it featured yours truly.
I was going to throw a league under the bus.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm not going to.
Hello also to Diamond, who, yes, didn't have the best of races last night, if we're being honest.
He asked if he could join the lobby.
And newly crowned Ads One also joining us in the chat. Of course, he can do that now. He has retired as Colin. Shout out to Colin, last week's race winner, putting in a time that sees him in P6, which ain't bad at all.
Oh, so we are going with Colin and not Connor.
Oh yeah. Colin is now the commentator name. He's agreed to this.
Yeah. He has agreed to this. I didn't know if we were actually going to run it. So dumbfounding the lobby last week with his. No offense, me and David laughed at him for putting the Inters on, but
yeah, and he definitely proved us wrong.
He had the he had the last laugh against us.
Yeah, absolutely. So now it is last chance for Saloon for this guy, AMS Drive. He's got 2 minutes, so yeah, he's got this lap, and I'll tell you what, even if he bails out of this lap right now, which I'm sure he won't, he's not going to have enough ERS to complete a next lap, even if he does cross the line. But he's looking pretty good so far, is Drive, keeping off the curbs, which is so important to do around here. Deadly the curbs are. And through sector 2 then, it says purple. That probably just means it was personal best for him. But now through the penultimate corner, what is effectively the last corner, as round the banked corner he comes, and rear wing wide open, cross the line, and that is a 1:11.001. That puts him into P2 then.
Just because I know the person I'm watching now probably won't get much screen time due to being obviously making the step up for tonight to help out. Let's give TJ some screen time as he's at the bottom, but he's on the time lapse at the moment.
Yeah, and he's 1/10 up through sector 1. Let's see how he can improve. Of course, the tier 1 leader for an awful lot of time this season. He has managed to slip a little bit further down, but he's giving it a go in tier 1 tonight. And let's follow around the rest of his lap then. Yellow flags are in sector 2, but that's not a problem. TJ really mounting that curb on the second to last corner.
Own it in there. Not going to be a bad at that. To be fair, being a tier down, that's not too bad. But we have a man that is just forward all the time, Yorkie. He's actually out-qualified Ali Ferrari in this first session.
That is absolutely crazy. Up the Yorkie. Out-qualifying Ali Ferrari. We'll have a look at collateral ads now as he comes around the last bend.
Comes up.
He is going to cross the line. He does a 1:11.6. So that puts him behind Yorkie. But he was safely through anyway in P12. Lexus is the last man to set a lap. We'll follow him through. He's going to see his sector 2 split. And he's nearly 3/10 up then, as he rounds the last hairpin and around the last corner now. He probably doesn't know he's safe, to be fair, but we'll watch him go through anyway, picking up lovely slipstream across the line, and he did qualify P12, so an improvement there from Lexus right at the death. Drobel in the chat showing his appreciation for the tier 2 stepping in tonight, that he really hates short qualies. We all hate short qualies, absolutely. And talking of short quali, it's going to be a very short quali for 2 of the guys tonight. So that's 2 of the tier 2s, unfortunately. So Jacko's is out in the Williams, as is TJ. They'll start from the back tomorrow. Well, technically later on, but and that leaves just 1 tier 2 left who did qualify P10. So I'll be having words with the div heads in the morning. You know, make sure that everyone's definitely in the right tier.
If there is one thing I can say about TJ and Jacko and Yorkie, is that they're going to have a massive advantage for tomorrow if they are racing, because they are going to get an extra whole race like practice against some quick drivers.
Yep, and yeah, it's an exciting exciting prospect for, I'm sure, certainly Yorkie. Now, if he gets into Q3, there's going to be some serious questions here. As Cloud looks to have creeped over a little bit more. And we're dry for the moment at the start of Q2. I don't suspect any rain is imminent, otherwise we'd be seeing a lot more cars come out as it is. I think there's a Williams and both the Alpine guys coming out. Oh, no, I tell a lie, there's a McLaren and a Ferrari to join.
Sam has decided to turn off.
Woohoo. So here we go then. Once again, Collateral Ads chooses to be first out on track. He's got his teammate for company. That is, of course, Monkey Boy Kurt. Gonna be potentially nicking some slipstream here. Ooh, I'll tell you what, they won't want to be as close to that as that when it comes to it. So that's... It wasn't Colin. Who is that?
Cryptic.
Cryptic. It is indeed.
Yeah, I think Monkey's just fed up of sitting behind Ads now because he's just gone and overtaken him.
Yeah, there's two ways to warm your tyres here. You either weave or you really attack your outlap. And that is what Monkey Boy wants to do, as he will come around the corner onto the start of his flying lap. Let's get that telemetry up. It will give us an idea of whether or not drivers are really pushing. Monkey goes hella wide, but cuts in very nicely at the exit of turn 1. Now we're in the slight kink of turn 2 and turn 3. Very easy to go around there. Turn 4, a hairpin, long banked hairpin, and you got to get your traction zone just perfect there to make the most of the long straight. Coming up now through the end of sector 1. I've lost count of corners so far. I think we're at turn 10 now. And turn 11, of course, pretty much all of these curves you want to avoid like the plague. And Monkey Boy has done that. Coming around the final corners now, it looks like it's been a relatively clean lap. His teammate is still close behind.
Ads has invalidated his teammate behind.
Yep, and there you go. Monkey Boy goes fastest. I take a drink. Well done, Gary. And Cryptic has gone faster still, so that's a 1:11.3 for the man. Across the line comes a Ferrari, and that's Object Fungus. He's only third, 1:11.6. Next with Henkers, 1:11.9. Lexus, 1:11.8. And there goes Nocco, showing that supreme qualifying pace that he does seem to have.
It's a shame that he gets either very unlucky due to safety cars or gets caught up in other people's incidents.
Yeah. Passy has gone at P2 with 11.1.
Up the Passy. Come on, bring it on for McCann.
Shocking. So we got Yorkie, who's invalidated, and yeah, not quite sure if he's gonna quite have enough ERS. Crosses the line with only 60% remaining, and that's going to be a bit touch and go. He might have to do a little bit of saving, maybe in this first sector, although he doesn't look like he's turned it off. So we'll stay with him. Keep an eye on that percentage as he comes round towards the end of sector 1. And his telemetry says, I don't know because I didn't have the telemetry.
30. He's got 25% right now. So, but he is coming up to some hard braking zones, so he might just make it.
Well, don't forget, you probably lose about 20% out of the last corner to the line. At least 20%. It could be 30 or 40%, to be honest. As he rounds a few, the last few corners, he's just 6% in the braking zone, and yep, I wouldn't be surprised to see him just plod across the line. Yeah, 12.1, which isn't too bad, to be fair, considering he ran out. He probably lost a good few temps at the end there. So now Collateral Ads, who's not had a very good second lap, he's now on his third on those tyres, and he's rounding the last quarter, and he does a 1:11.6, so that puts him P6 at the moment. That's a good lap there from Collateral Ads on 3-lap old tyres.
Ricky Min's purple in the first sector in his first attempt, and he has his teammate of Harry Flo. He was giving him a slight toe in the first sector.
Fraudulent.
See what Rookie can do. Is he going to cut the little curb? Yeah, he is. Best way to take that corner is cut it as much as you can. And now he's got Yorkie in front of him, who's
He left that a bit late.
Rookie's not going to be happy about that at all.
I'll tell you one thing though, is Brookie hit the frame perfect DRS open there. So fair play to the man. And yep, he's gone into P4 then with a 1:11.3.
Just waiting for Drobel to set this 109 something.
If he does a 109, I'm gonna eat my own hat.
I'll make sure he does it tomorrow when I meet him, and I'll record it.
Joke's on you.
No, I don't.
The hat.
I'll bring my hat. You can eat my hat.
I see.
Yeah, because I know Drobel's time trial time is 109.9, so let's see. I reckon he's probably going to get into the by the end of Q3, probably mid 110s. With the track ramping up.
Yeah, well, watch this space as Drobel comes through Sector 1. It goes purple, and I have to say, I probably believe that at this point. The whole world has come together and absolutely tried to give McLaren the biggest lift in the world, giving them all the fast drivers, the fast reserves, and I'll tell you what, Gary, it's absolutely despicable.
Yeah, it is. Here he comes.
Yeah, round the last corner comes Drobel, and to the line, it's a 10.6.
Wasn't wrong. Wasn't far off.
Yeah, that's a 10.6. Oh dear, let's have a look at Object Fungus, who looks like he is now on a fresh set of tyres. That first run could have very well have been on old tyres. I'd be very impressed if it was, because a 10.6 is still rapido. Object comes to the line and does a 10.9. That puts him in P2 at the moment, and is the second guy into the 110s then. Let's have a look
There's been a 5.8 that spun. Got going again.
Yeah, Ali Ferrari across the line. It's an 11.3, and that's only P8 at the moment then.
Yeah, unfortunately, going to be a sad day for Audi Ferrari. He's going to have to give up his title to somebody else. Maybe at the end of today's race. No longer will be remembering him as a Tier 1 champion. It'll be going on to Object.
That's a little unfair. We always, well, I say we, I always mention
remember, but you know what I mean,
the Season 2 champion of Hirsch.
Yeah, we're more going to be focusing on Object. Fungus, obviously, a bit more in the front, being the obviously Season 4 champion.
Yeah.
Is already getting their COCOM's drink. Thank you very much.
Yeah, at this point, I don't need invitation. I just need to wait for Gary to mention a certain driver.
What crap, lads? Get drinking.
Get drinking.
Are you going to do this when we meet up? Are you going to be doing this tomorrow as well?
I hope not. As I've got to take two because Ads has got me a drink as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to call him his gamer tag. It will just be Ads or Adam.
Ads.
Yeah, I think everyone will just call. I think you will call him Ads. Yeah, Nocco is. Again, it's between the McLarens and Ferraris for the top 4 spaces. Just seen Lexus go a 1:11.2 to put himself up to P6.
Yeah, very good lap from Lexus there. He's just 0.003 off Ads 1. Yeah, up into P6. It puts him ahead of Brookie Min in P7. These are the guys that probably have to worry about going out potentially as Brookie is coming out of the pits. Cryptic in P8 then could be in trouble as his teammate Colin is now coming out as well. Monkey Boy Kurt and Collateral Ads, the Alpine team, are occupying P10 and P11. So at the moment, one will stay and one will go unless they both improve. As
here comes AMS Drive.
Yorkie retires in the pits. Let's have a look at AMS Drive's lap then, shall we, Gary? And as you're so keen, I think you should take us through the rest.
We'll mention his foot. He's backed out, I think he has. Yeah, he's backed out.
Screw you, Gary.
Yeah,
this is your fault.
Yeah, no. He hit the inside curb at turn 1. And he got kind of, you know, when you get sometimes you skateboard on and get stuck.
Oh, I absolutely hate turn 1. You don't touch that. Even if you like, nah, you touch that curb and you're
pretty much done.
At all, yeah, pretty much done. Your lap's over.
Thanks
so
for
AMS Drive.
Thanks for the massive tip for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's not a really big tip. I'm sure you already knew it, Gary. Don't touch the curb at all. Don't touch any of the curbs here, apart from that one in Sector 3.
Yeah, most of the exit curves you can kind of ride over a little bit. It's the inside turning curves, because they're so raised.
Yeah.
You don't want to be touching them at all.
And following Colin round, an exit curb you don't want to hit is this one coming up. Right here, that curb is the king of all sucking off curbs. And what it will do is it will drag you wide through that corner and onto the gravel, or it will spit you out sideways into the wall on the right. As
Locker and Nigel have both found that out.
Well, I found that out last night as well, so
we didn't see that. All we saw was you in the wall.
Yeah, well, that's the reason I was in the wall. That bloody curb. So
you still managed to do a great recovery drive and get a P3.
Yeah, some might say good luck, as Colin does go P9, and that will see him through at the moment. Collateral Ads has improved. He's up in P8. Monkey puts him down to P9 as he jumps him. Goes into P8 himself. with 13 seconds left to go. Oh, that looked really dodgy there from Collateral Ads, as Henkers was on a hot lap. He looked like he was trying to go past, but Henkers, yeah, I'm not sure what went on there. It looked like Ads didn't give him the space, and Henkers was a little squeezed, and that put him off and put him into a spin, and he is now out of Q2. That's a stone cold penalty, if you ask me. Absolutely unbelievable there from Collateral Ads.
Dear. Meanwhile, Ali's out of qualifying. Ali's in the box. Ali's out.
Oh, yikes.
Also, the Ford decided to retire so he doesn't get moved up. Look, Yorkie P15. So, oh, mate, I'm not that fast. I went out in P15. We saw what he did. I think Cattle Ads is going to just make it in.
Yeah. Did someone just leave the session?
I did not see.
Oh, for God's sake, Gary.
I think someone may have retired. I think that might have been what it is.
All right, well,
I've seen Davies quickly. Both Haases are out. Davies has missed out, Colin, sorry, missed out by 45 hundredths of a second.
Yikes.
Well, it's not as bad as Locker last night, missing by 1,000th of a second.
That is very true. That pretty much just summed up Locker's night, I think.
I think I may have roasted him a little bit too hard.
Yeah, he didn't have a great night last night, did Locker?
No, he had from the first lap, two first lap kerfuffles. Let me get a screenshot just in case. He had orange rear wing damage, so he was trying to drive around with orange rear wing, which is impossible. It's pretty much game over at that point, especially a track like here. But yeah, bit unlucky for Locker.
Big yikes for Locker. So losing out then in Q2, we've got Colin in P11, Cryptic in P12, Ali Ferrari, Henkers and Yorkie. Some big upsets there. Losing out then in Q2. Jesus Christ. Current affairs. Have you seen the news?
No.
Yeah, fair enough. Arsenal player's been stabbed.
What?
Not a particularly well-known one. He's been stabbed in a supermarket in Milan, apparently. Anyway, sorry. Current events withstanding. Also, Man United in front against the mighty Sheriff Tiraspol. I am going to have to disappear very, very briefly, Gary. I'm jumped on with ads as the man is out first, and I'm sure you can keep the people entertained as Strobel is in the chat talking about how he almost died on his first lap and he's incredibly lucky. Yes, who else would we have to go on pole tonight if it weren't for Strobel?
I may have made a cock up. I pressed the wrong button.
Good job, Gary.
It's alright, I rectified it. I rectified it.
Did you boot Monkey from the party after inviting him to the party?
No, he left. I didn't want to say it. I was actually process of messaging him saying, leave, I don't want to say anything.
Jesus.
But he left on his own. Yeah, in the Capote. It turned out it was Monkey that actually left the session.
Well, that is the importance of... I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to disappear for a second, Gary, and you're going to take us through Ads 2's lap. Ads 1's lap, sorry.
Yep, and here comes Ads 1, making his way up to the line to start his lap. As he goes into turn 1, breaking up the 50-meter board, goes a little bit wide for what he would have liked to have done it, and then he's going to get as far as he can on that curb, miss that inside curb, and everyone's going to take a different line there. He's going to take quite a tight line to try and get the best exit he possibly can. I know some people take a wider line, as now we're going to go through the dreaded turn 7, which you do not want to hit that inside curb, or it will spin you. It's an auto spin curb, as I call it. He's going to miss that inside curb. Gopher has joined for some reason. I have no idea why. Oh, yeah, sorry, he's going to be late. As we make our way through the Twins hairpin spin corner. As now we're going to go into the final sector, into turn... I remember turns it into the stadium bit. I'm going to call it the stadium bit, as there's only 1 or 2 corners left for Ads to do. Can he go better than a 1:11.1 as he did in the last session? It's looking a good clean lap. And it's a 1:10.9, so Ads 1 has improved. And now we're going to go to Object, who goes a 1:10.7. And where is Brookie goes a 1:11.4. I'm going to go on board with Locker goes second with a 1:10.7. And who is next? Passy is on a time lap coming into the final sector. And he is going to place himself. Can he get in front of the Ferraris? And he certainly will get in front of the 5. And now we're just looking at his teammate, who has been top in both sessions. Absolutely just rapid pace. Can he set fast in a 1:10.6? Can we see the low 1:10s?
Probably.
Oh, you're back.
I've only been back for a while. You seem to be in the flow, but
Oh.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised you couldn't hear me.
No, I was too busy concentrating on what I was doing.
Oh, did it hurt?
No. Come on, Jobel. Let's see what Jobel's got. As he's got a slow-moving,
nice unbiased
Ferrari
commentary, as usual from the Gazmeister.
Well, at least I'm not cheering on my best mate all the time. At least I'm cheering on someone different each time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying about Team Fishface?
I was cheering you on. Oh, my word.
Well, there you have it.
A 1:10.
It's over, ladies and gents. So we got 7 minutes left. Is it worth doing a foal for foal? Can anyone beat that time?
If anyone can, Toby can.
Toby Maguire. I mean, Toby Cyril.
No.
He's
said a bit of a stinker.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, you say that, but still, 11 flat is still very, very good.
To be fair, Toby last season, I remember Toby last season, didn't really, he wasn't, how would you say, the qualifier. He wasn't a qualifying man. He was more in race. I know, I don't know if we go back to the social race at the start of season 3 around here. He managed to make a set of mediums last year go around 30 plus laps.
What is that, Gary? What is that memory? How have you remembered that?
I remember random facts. I have to remember random facts around certain drivers about what they've done great in their FPRL career.
Well, that's, I have to admit, a little bit sad. Brookie's in the chat saying he's very happy with his lap. He sent that with 50% tyre wear. I assume that means he started it on 15%. Maybe he's potentially saving for the race. We've got collateral ads out on the track at the moment, as is Spunky Boy Kurt, and he only goes P7.
To be fair, he's only half a second away from P2.
But how far away from P1?
9/10.
Yeah. No, I remember I was sitting with Monkey the other night in we were casually doing a couple of time trials, and Monkey was feeling super confident at this race, and he did notice at that time that Drover was P7. But it's still been a strong showing thus far for the Alpine driver, as we'll hop on with his teammate who's invalidated and is coming into pits. So no, we're going to stay with Monkey Man on his in-lap. Oh dear, Gary. So how's your day been?
Actually, well, a little bit of all over the place. Trying to get a little bit of practice in for obviously this race tomorrow. Playing a bit of F1 Manager once I got a little bit too annoyed that I couldn't improve anymore. But other than that, not really done very much.
Well, fair enough. So, one thing I said to you the other night, I believe, was I set you a challenge for time trial, and that challenge was a 1:11.0. Well, really, what I meant was in the tens. So, you're about to tell me some good news, I'm sure, about the results of that challenge.
I may have improved by half a tenth.
Okay,
I'm still at a 1:11.3.
Okay, so Gary failed his challenge, and that means that he has to do a forfeit tomorrow. And I'll be sure to capture that one on video, so we can post it on the Instagram. So make sure you follow us on Instagram to see what happens there.
Do I still have a chance later after the race?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, alright then.
Because knowing my luck, I'll fucking smash it or do like a 1:10.9. I've done that before where I've said I can't gain time and I've just gained time out of nowhere. I'm just not confident around here in the middle sector. I just do not have the guts to floor it when I need to. Unlike some of these tier ones who are doing stuff, especially around sector 2, where I would never be able to do.
Yeah, me too. I do have to admit, these guys are seriously fast. And so of course, even at this point, it's worth saying that we've actually got a mixture of wheel users and pad users in tier 1, which, you know, if you ask me, to be a top tier pad driver, you know, it's a lot rarer to see than the wheel users. Of course, we don't discriminate. You play the game how you want. As AMS Drive going past the collective of the Ferrari team, just pulling off at the end of Sector 1 there. And AMS Drive now into the last part of Sector 2. Didn't quite get a slipstream there. He might very well get a slipstream off his teammate, as he is slowing down. This could be a bit of nice teamwork here from the AlphaTauri lads. Although, no, he's gone. He's gone too early. So, yeah, there you go. Not quite teamwork from the AlphaTauri guys, but AMS Drive comes across the line and does a 10.6. Not a qualifier then, eh, Gary?
Yeah, Toby's made me sharp again.
So we've
I'm
got
watching Clatter adds 3 tenths up, so he's going to put himself just in front of where Monkey is. I know those two have been, I would say, pretty much inseparable all season long in qualifying. and I know they gain a lot of positions in on race starts. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see them gain a
As
collective like 10 places.
as we see Monkey Boy get sucked off at turn 10 there
For
by
God's
that
sake, every
curb.
time.
Absolutely sucked off.
Oh, he's got
Not in a
Ferrari
good.
coming up.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a
Ferrari's gone.
Ferrari.
That's
That is
object.
Object Fungus spinning round. And yeah, he's not had a good time there with the.
He's done.
Yeah, and that's Object Fungus. That's him out. We'll hop on board with his teammate now. He's coming through the last corner. Ads already taking the flag, as has Lexus. Nocco goes P2 with a 1:10.4. Great lap from him. Let's look at Monkey Boy coming in
That's
the
it.
pit. So it's Brookie. A 1:10.8. What a lap! And the times are coming down. And let's hop in with AMS Driver. I think he's coming in the pits. So Drobel then is not on a lap. So Collateral Ads also not on a lap. Who is on a lap, Gary? No one's on a lap.
No.
Everyone's finished.
No,
Shocking. I completely missed the end of Q3. I would apologise, but I don't care. So then, we've got a front row, and who'd have thought it, a front row of a McLaren and a Ferrari then. They've been inseparable at the top, these two teams, over all three qualifying sessions. So, and it kind of turns out that that's pretty much how it is anyway. We're going to start the race with not Object Fungus in P2. Nocco he got in second place, but poleman tonight, who'd have put any money against it, is Drobel. Pushed all the way to the end, but he is still, he's still putting a mighty lap, and should set us up for a fantastic race.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Drobel can reenact his great drive in Hungary, where he actually managed to finally take the win. And as he kept saying before that race, I'm always near the front, but I just can't stay on the track long enough to actually take the line. Managed to do it last time, and hopefully we can do it again.
Yeah, so that's the top 10 for the race. As well, yeah, we're gonna take a small break while the drivers take a quick hydration break. So a reminder that you guys should too. Always make sure you're well hydrated. It is one of the most important things in the world, and that includes you, Gary.
I'm gonna go and get a drink quickly while we're waiting for the start of the race.
Well, fantastic. As here's me trying to load into the creator dashboard on Twitch. And I'm sure those of you that have streamed before know exactly what's coming next. So I do apologise in advance. So we're going to take a quick break, and as soon as this comes up, I will be running a very quick ad. Come on, okie doke. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you very much. Okay, it seems like my game capture audio has gone again, so I'm just going to get this restarted very quickly before the race. So we will be back in a moment, ladies and gents. I'm just going to restart the stream.